Alright, so we're talking about the TRX. This is awesome. I'll give you the short story. Some Navy SEAL invented it with his gi belt from his uniform. But anyway, it's called a suspension trainer. It's like he invented the whole new class of exercise thing. And you can see that there's this massive X that bolts into the ceiling. I've got two giant bolts and I made sure I got into a truss up there. So this is really sturdy. It has this piece in the middle that, or this thing that's adjustable. You can see just like that clipped off of there, this clips and goes into any one of those rungs, so you can adjust it to whatever height you need it. TRX is what this one is called. There's a ton of knockoffs. You'll pay $200 for this. You'll pay $50 for a knockoff. And I'm going to do another review. I have one of the knockoffs here that I'm going to do a review of. So this is the one thing the knockoffs don't do. I can't remember why they say this has this play in it, but they tell you when you're exercising, don't play it. Like, you shouldn't saw. If there's any sawing going on, you're doing the exercise wrong. So with that in mind, I can't remember why they said they allow that, because the knockoffs, they all clamp into this thing so that there is no play in it. It's impossible. So the TRX, one of the advantages it has over most of the knockoffs is how easy it is. And I'm not going to do it easily because I never adjust it. But it is easy to adjust by just pulling there. You can see going longer is really easy. And then going shorter, also really easy. So it is pretty easy. I never do it, so that's the first time I've had to adjust it in quite a while. Then it's got these handles on the end, and the TRX, some of the knockoffs have the same handle. This is for hand exercises, and these are for foot exercises. You can get down doing push-ups and that kind of stuff, which I don't do in my basic 5 right now. And some of the knockoffs, they have detachable things, so they have this type on its own without the foot thing, and you detach it and then you attach one with a foot thing. Anyway, the whole thing about this, the first exercise I'll do is the basic row, and it'll also explain the whole principle of the TRX. So I'm here and I want to do an exercise, and I want to make it as difficult as it can be for me. If I'm a beginner, I start more or less in an upright position, and you can even start standing straight up. And then this is the basic row, like that, and you can alternate your hand position. If you look at the hands, they have another name for that, the pull-up, I think. And then the row is this way. And you can do all of the same. I usually just do all of these. It does give you a slightly different, this is mostly forearm changes when you change your position. Your biceps and triceps and everything else get about the same workout, I find, but this changes the lower arm. So there's that exercise, but then the TRX, that was way too easy for me. TRX allows you to adjust your angle when you're starting out, and I'm actually to a point where I can't wear sock feet when I do it, and I do have my rubber paddling shoes that fix that problem. So if I want more difficulty, I start way here. Now when I'm doing those rows, I've got way more work that I'm doing. I've got way more of my body weight in play, so I'm getting a way better workout. And I can't go any further unless I put my paddle boots on. Actually, I'll do that just as a lark, and we'll see how much more of an angle I can get. So, like I was getting down really far. Now with these on, I can get a big. This is just hitting me really, really well. If you had a rubberized gym mat down there, bare feet don't help on the carpet, but it would on a hardwood floor or something else. So I go straight from there. I put them into one hand, switch around the other side, whoops, and then I go straight into a push-up. And again, if I'm starting out, you start out almost from the vertical and you do your push-ups. One advantage of a TRX over using a floor or a wall is you exercise your lateral, all these little wee muscles that provide stabilization. you're getting exercise on the TRX that you wouldn't get doing push-ups on a floor or against the wall. So if I'm just starting out, it's up here. For me, I'm to the point I've got to move this mat over here. And but basically, when I started doing this, I was shaking like crazy. But those stabilizing muscles, I've only been at it for 2.5 weeks now. And I noticed a huge difference in that amount of time. So I just do one set. For all of them, you do between 8 and 15. If you can't do 8, it's too hard, and you got to make it simpler by standing up more upright or whatever. If you can do 15 really easily, then it's too easy, and you have to add more weight to the equation. So from here, from those push-ups, I go into a stretch. And this stretches out both of those previous exercises, which were all arms. And you try to keep tension on it while it's not just a stretch, you're keeping tension so you're pulling forward at the same time. And you can see, and I do a count of 10. And then when I'm switching it, I keep the tension on the whole time. So I step back, tension is on the whole time, and then just bring it in as best I can. And I'm pulling on those. I'm pulling like I'm trying to get out of chains or something. And then when I change again, keep the tension on it and go again. So I do 10 of those, I guess it is, for 10 seconds each. And then you go into the squats. So squats are just your basic squats. And you're thinking, well, why would you use TRX for squats? So it's huge for me. I got bad knees or a head. And I think it's the cross-country ski machine that's fixing my knees, not the TRX. But if I'm doing squats without this, my knees are going to be screwed. I can't do 5 of them. With this, I can take some of the weight off of my legs by pulling on this. So if I need a little assistance in doing a squat, I can get it just by using my arms, right? So now for most of my exercises, mainly for balance. So I can do them a little quicker, keep your back straight, all of these back straight, you know. And then I go for there, and this is the ab. This is one that's going to give me a 6-pack for the first time in my life. So again, starting easy, start from vertical, overhead, and this is just like a plank, a lateral plank. Hold it for 10 seconds and then pull it back. You're pulling it the whole way. Yeah. For me, I'm way back here, and I can lay it out pretty good. So I hold that for 10 seconds, and I do 10 of these. And keep the tension on the whole time, don't let it off. And then, you know, you get the picture. And that's all I do for my TRX workout. I do it 3 times a day when I can. And in addition, 10 minutes cardio on the cross-country ski machine. And 10 minutes on that. And I do that routine 3 times a day. Good.